Okay, welcome back to this current run on a Legionary's life. We are in part 4. I thought we were in part 3. Um, we're doing pretty well. We're above 50 in all of the important skills. I think we could get here a little earlier than part 4, but we're doing pretty good. Strength, endurance, skills are all nice and tight. Let's just take a look at what we want to improve. Probably our shield, and then we could use a few more points into our constitution. So let's see if, whoops. Gym, strength, and constitution. Strength. Let's see, like many other here, Latorius is a survivor of Kanai? Nay? They hardly ever talk about it, as living through such a horror scarred most of these men for life, and they had more than enough time to brood over it during the many years of exile. Yes, they got slaughtered, and then instead of being celebrated or mourned or anything, the members of the legions who got slaughtered got exiled in disgrace. Pretty crazy. You were a kid when the tragic battle took place, and Latorius was telling you the tale of how he survived, how part of his maniple broke through the encircling army of Hannibal and fled, leaving the slaughter behind, a slaughter that went on until sundown. Sympathetic. Your own combat experience tells you these men suffered a great injustice. Instead, they were punished and stripped of their honor. Troop loyalty increased by 3. Alright, we got a couple points there. Constitution 68, strength went up a little bit too. There we go. Let's lower that a little bit. And go get some javelin practice in. Scipio is drilling you relentlessly. He used to do this in Hispania, but now he's taking it to new heights. He's determined to use the time and relative isolation here in Sicilia to transform his army into a flawless, devastating weapon. You are used to such a pace and cope with it. That's our endurance showing up. Almost 90. In addition, you do your best to work towards your consul's goal. So, Centurion and consul, which is hard, right? The consul is the very bottom one. It's hard to get that one up. Let's work on our defense a little bit. You're so well liked. Let's try sparring best. You are well liked to have a moderate chance. Shield. Need to relax a little bit. Our exercise stress bar. It's getting kind of high. And even though we're still going to burn maybe into morale -2, we do need to get... this is our bread and butter here. Shield. Okay, our shield needs to become 60 soon, so... morale's high. Let's go. Scipio's year as council is over, but he's given proconsular authority to carry on his plans. All is ready. A large fleet carrying the whole army sails from Lilybam. They say the journey to the north coast of Africa won't take long. A thick fog enfolds the fleet in the afternoon. What should we do? Cheer him up? Cheer him up. You do your best to keep up morale. You manage to take their minds off what's waiting for you on the other side of the sea. At dawn, the fog is no longer there. You finally catch sight of the African coast. Right. You land not far from the city of Utica. Your first raids through the surrounding countryside meet little to no resistance. Eventually, the detachment your maniple is part of comes across a modest town. Should we lead the assault or stay behind? We need to cross a tall fence, although calling it a wall would be an overstatement. Lead the assault. You are among the first to climb the fence. 5 years ago, you took part in the successful storming of New Carthage. This is nothing. Before you reach the top, 2 militiamen try to stop you. Here, you're in a difficult position, fighting enemies who are protected by a fence. -22. So we need to remember this spot right here and not get tricked into trying to recover if we're just like right here, because it's not going to give us very much recovery. We just need to fight on. Here we go. Expert militia or just a regular militiaman. We can actually pick which one we're fighting. We need to take one out quickly. So we'll take him out and we're going to go straight for the head. He has no helmet. Great. Keep it up. finish him off with the torso. Ooh. We'll finish it off with the torso shot. And we'll just swing torso until he's dead. There's no need to switch. Very good. The ease and speed which you've dispatched the militiamen is impressive. Bunch of increases. The defenders are giving way in several places. Troops are busy looting. You see a couple places suitable to start. Go into the large building or enter the house to your right. We'll go into the large building. Some sort of administrative. After carefully combing each room, you take what you can and carry outside. That's it. You leave the ghost town behind and bring the prisoners and valuables to your camp. 2 days have passed. Your group is ambushed on its way to another raid. The Tubesan plays his trumpet to call for help. You have to hold on until the nearby cavalry comes to the rescue. A volley of spears rains down on your right flank. Your prompt reaction keeps you safe. Good thing we improved our shield, huh? You must repel them. Stay in the ranks or go for their leader. We have strength, endurance, and constitution. Sword and shield is really not that great. It's really not that great. Let's we can go straight for their leader. Let's charge off on him. Before you can reach him, two of his men are in your way. So 2 living light infantrymen, no helmets, no breastplates. We should save the spear for the chief. Ooh, that is not the way to start this fight. Let's recover. And that's fine. I will take these shots. We need to dispatch. We need to dispatch these 2 quickly, is what I was saying. Roger. Good thing we put those extra 3 points into our health, huh? If I stay in this defensive attitude too long, I will start to lose morale. There we go. Alright, now they are susceptible to attack. Let's get our hits in. We will go for a headshot. Yep, minus 28. Great, that is what we needed. He failed his recovery. We'll go right back for another one. It's alright. And let's just smack the torso until he dies. That's torso. It's good. It's reliable. Not that reliable. There we go. And then we'll need to recover. We're going to keep this little green bar here. We're going to keep that into the next fight. So there is repercussions to extending a fight past how long it should go. I do need to also look into upgrading my armor, at least getting some greaves for additional protection. The wrong move, we need to recover. And let's go for the torso. And finish him off. There we go. There's no chance to rest. Do you still want to go after their leader? Absolutely. He coldly stares as you approach. All right. We could use this. I'll take it. So, -4. Don't know how to actually tell. Let's take a look. So we want to be a little careful. Let's just go for a feint. And we are going to continue to feint until he gets off balance or does that. And then once he does that, we will chop his legs. And that legs will, because we're going to get tired. When we get tired, it's going to go over to another circle. And we'll just have a -15 penalty that he won't have. So chopping at his legs will get him tired. Mm-hmm. See, I'm about to, my next attack will send me over. But I'm half health. I do need to, I'll go over. There's nothing I can do about it. He's gonna recover. Okay. See, I should have a higher chance, but I don't. Good, we needed that. Good, he's tired too now. So we're back. We can... There we go. Good, that could have put us down. He's the same as us. Let's check. We'll hit another torso. There we go. That was a little dicey. I thought we were going to have to restart that. Let's compare with ours. Equipped 815, 6243. Okay, so let's wield. Ours is better. This might be better, even though it's worse. We'll keep what we have. As soon as you kill their leader, your comrades force the enemy skirmishers to fall back. You've gained some respite, but it's not over yet. A large unit of heavy spearmen is closing in. By the gods, where are they? After you killed the skirmishers' leader, your unit had time to reposition itself on more favorable ground. Once again, you get ready to repel the assault. When the other side is at the right distance, you prepare to hurl your first javelin. Pick off a specific target. 61, you take aim at one of the enemy soldiers. They skillfully deflect the missile, but at least you cause some minor disruption to the enemy formation. As the other side gets closer and closer, you steel yourself for the incoming fight. You have to temporarily take the Centurion's place at the front. Hold on one second. Alright, we have to take the Centurion's place at the front. Because we are the Optio? I'm not sure. Let's go. So we are fighting a Libyan spearman. That is a significant step up. That's more like what we were just fighting, the guy who almost killed us. So let's see what our options are. A little bit better than that. He does have protection everywhere, and he's at a little bit of a disadvantage. So let's capitalize on the disadvantage and see if we can't get his stamina a little lower. Go. Great. Right back to the arm. Flash the leg. Recover. Nope. Good. I forgot actually that I was still at half health. Okay. Alright, let's see if we can get through this. These guys do some pretty decent damage. Okay, we're gonna go for, we have him pretty low. Soft spot. Let's go for it. Let's go for the head. Wow, even with the soft spot. Okay. They failed their recovery attempt. Right back to the head. It's a 75% chance. There we go. All the way through. We should be able to kill him. There we go. Very good. Minus 27. We will fall all the way back. We want nothing to do with him. We want nothing to do with him. If he wants to get all woozy on his feet, that's up to him. We want nothing to do with this guy. Take a morale hit. That's fine. There we go. As soon as the situation allows, the Centurion takes back his place, and you can move to the rear, where you keep the troops in check. That's right, to the back, to the rear, with the gear. Your troop is sliding into disarray, but you manage to keep it in line. Get some increases there. You have to temporarily take the Centurion's place at the front, and that's why we need to keep it chill, because we have low health. Let's take a look at what we got with this guy. He has chainmail, which I think is better. That's better than ours, so if we can get that from him, we'll take it. Okay, he's super tired now. Oh, should we just get cheeky, huh? Does he have net coverage? Yeah. Failed that recovery, but he got it back. Okay, let's just fall back. Good, and then we'll do a big feint. Actually, let's do a shield bash. Great. Great, even better. Soft spot neck. No! How? How? Ridiculous. He's going to recover undisturbed, and we are going to right back to the feint. Okay. Great. I shouldn't have done that. We're going to go for the kill. We can go for the kill. Goodness, that could have been it right there. Great, but it was our turn. See, minus 22. That would have been... He could have hit me for 22. Let's recover. Respite. And we are just chilling. He can kill us with one hit, so we need to not get hit. All right, despite your efforts, the enemy formation is tenaciously holding its ground. So that was 2 cycles of combat we just did. Even above the noise of battle, you can hear the hoofbeats approaching. Your cavalry is finally coming. All right, so we were in an ambush that whole time, waiting for our cavalry to come for 2 cycles. It seems your rescuers were in turn delayed by another ambush. All right. Landing site. So we're in Utica, Africa with Scipio. And we just landed a little bit ago, far off this ambush. Very high morale, very high opinion. Troops and Centurion, the proconsul slowly moving up. The first few days of raiding went smoothly. We gained a bunch of money. Spirits are high now, but no one forgets that we are outnumbered here in enemy territory. Your brave action against the enemy light infantry is rewarded. Cool. Some retroactive rewards here. That's right. 929. I wish we had some more, but I don't think that's enough money to get anything. Fighting in a real battle has sharpened your skills. Excellent. You're nice. So that's 222. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, Richard. That's There we go. There we go. Nice. Okay, let's take a look. Let's go training first. It's fine, we can do either one. Wounds are hurt. Okay, the arrival of a precious ally has brought great enthusiasm. Masinissa is a Numidian tribal leader engaged in a war of succession with Syphax, the current king of his people. In exchange for Rome's support, he swore to help you against Carthage. You remember he fought against you in Hispania. Apparently, such trivialities are easily set aside when larger concerns are at stake. His superb horsemen will be an invaluable asset. Okay. High chance of success, sword and shield. Come on, we need it. Wow, that's a lot of clicking we're not getting. We have to build a bridge to cross the river in front of us, help the engineers do the grunt work, or supervise while the rank and file does the work. Strength, endurance, constitution. Intellect is only 64, so strength and endurance. So we'll do the grunt work. The rank and file appreciates you sharing the burden. That's right. Should have appreciated me a little more. Oh, cool. There we go. You're tireless and hardworking with 100 men like you. Yeah. The bridge is ready. You cross the impressive piece of engineering and leave the river behind. That's right, because Roman centurions were engineers and all sorts of things other than fighting men. Okay, and we're starting to get overtrained. No, it's been a while since we've done this, huh? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Really, the later you get in the game, you kind of want to... Oh, wow. Okay. All right. You kind of want to run into things when you're out here because it gives you fighting, stats sometimes and accolades and points towards the end game. So it's really not a bad thing. Like I'll get, style. This will be on my stat sheet, a Libyan light infantryman when I kill him. Like that's not a bad thing for me. So not under any threat here. All right. You have just left the village behind when the sound of hoofbeats coming fast sets your hearts racing. Wow, confusion reigns as you valiantly attempt to bring your party together. A small band of horsemen charges into an opening in your loose formation. One of them stabs at you with a spear and hits you. Their intensive training finally prevails. Your companions close ranks before the attackers can regroup. One of your own is still on the ground. Decrease. All right. The Carthaginian cavalrymen are few in number. They come to a halt and watch you from a distance. They shadow, but don't dare attack. All right. Getting spanked a little bit here. Failing a lot of these checks. I guess I really am muscle over mind here. Might over magic, Ambush. You have walked straight into an ambush. Stones are raining down all around you. Yeah, just getting smacked, huh? Just talked all big and bad about not caring about getting in ambushes. Here I am skirting around trees. But we got some stats to make up for it. Charisma increased somehow, even though I failed 2 charisma checks. You have been besieging Utica for some time, but the city is holding out proudly against your vice grip. Meanwhile, your spies report that a relief army has left Carthage to the southeast. It is led by an old acquaintance of yours, Hasbrodul Gisco, the general you defeated near Libya 2 years ago. He is not alone. King Syphax of Numidia joined him with reinforcements. Their combined arms form an imposing force, even larger than yours. Scipio commands to abandon the siege. You retreat to a fortified camp on an easy-to-defend promontory. They wouldn't dare to attack when you have the high ground. All right, Greta. We need to buy sell. Thought I had more. Let's take a look. 98 denarii. Okay. See, I want something like that. Chainmail. And none of this is better than what we have. 916, 916. Yeah. Get a pair of greaves because we need them. Training. Just dump the rest into here. We just spent all. Sure. Okay, cool. Pretty much just said we're dumb and I have no ability to haggle. All right. Got stressed out pretty much just for a couple points into Sword and Shield. Negotiations are taking place between Scipio and the enemy leaders. Some believe the proconsul is trying to buy time. Few would admit it. Combined armies of Hasbardul and Syphax. Haha, could be more than you can handle. An uneasy truce descends while both forces are encamped in the vicinity of Utica. High morale. A couple days later, a delegation is preparing to leave for Syphax's camp. You and several other centurions have been selected for an unusual mission. You'll disguise as servants and go with the envoys, trying to observe and learn as much as possible of the enemy's weakness. The journey to King Syphax's camp is short and uneventful. As talks go on, you set to your vital task. Intellect and awareness have not been kind to me. We can try. Wander about the camp. Yeah, charisma and intellect. Just smack down. So, yeah. Fortunately, other centurions have been more successful. Alright. Scipio summons a council of war. After sunset, his tribunes lead you out of Castra Cornelia, your large fortified encampment. The night is well underway when you are in the vicinity of enemy positions. Part of the whole force is assigned to Laelius, Scipio's second in command. He and Massinissa will lead the attack on the Numidian camp, setting fire to the easily flammable huts. You'll take part in the assault on the other camp, where Carthaginians are based. You don't have to wait long before the first fires appear and quickly spread through the large camp. Even from here, you can perceive the disaster befalling your enemies. Many Carthaginians leaving their camp and hurrying towards their allies' positions, probably not realizing what is really happening. You intercept them. They are unarmed and disarrayed. The butchery begins. This is no difference than what Hannibal did to your compatriots at Lake Trasimene. Part of your mind keeps saying that. Why do you feel so sick then? The first wave is soon obliterated. Now the gates are left unattended to, and you break into the camp. Before you set fire to the nearby cabins, a bunch of spearmen try to bring you to a halt. You fall on them like hungry wolves. Wow, 3-on-1. Bop! Holy moly. Okay. Respite failed. Okay. Maybe you can't succeed a respite if you're empty. Let's chop his head off, guys. Come on. There it is. Take a respite, bud. Clean him up. Off with his head. Off with his leg. Pop, pop. Oh, that one. Normally, I will say, this is a pretty fortuitous set of rolls that we have gotten. Oh, here we go. One more. Soft spot, head. There we go. That is pretty crazy. The survivors disperse. You set fire to the buildings close at hand, and then pull out and wait for the inevitable. The flames are devouring the enemy base in front of you. A large crowd attempts to leave through the gates at once. Many are crushed by their own companions. Of those who get through, some are taken prisoner, and countless others are put to the sword. You intercept a small clutch of people trying to sneak away into the shadows. There are 5 men, their faces and clothes covered in soot and blood. They are scared and unwilling to fight. The leader is in his 40s. Even under the dirt, you can see his clothes do not belong to a common person. His manners are typical of a man used to commanding obedience. You have a hunch he's someone important. The centurion seems inclined to have them killed and be done with it. We will tell him our suspicions. Wow, our charisma carried us. For a minute, he thinks about what you said. He takes them prisoner. The slaughter goes on for many hours. All right. The huge combined force that threatened to take you down is no more. Their losses number in the tens of thousands. Hasbardul and Syphax are not among the prisoners. At first, they are believed to have died in the fires, but you think they're still alive. We got 200 denarii. Proconsul and Centurion by 5, 300 denarii. It's an extra 500. That's excellent. And morale's increased by 8. Great. Wow, we still don't have enough to get that chainmail. Okay. All right. This is where we will end this video. Where are we? Nope, that's definitely not what I wanted to do. Yep. Thank you kindly. All right. We will save and exit. Thank you very much for watching. We will see you in the next one.